Hello friends, welcome back to Toast to Remember. In the last episode we discussed about the life journey of Padma Shri awardee Dr. Bala V Balachandran. In this episode we'll discuss a more motivation talk and how to proceed further for students, for employees and in general for human beings. Hello uncle, welcome back again.
Thank you very much.
Sir, as a student, what would be that one thing, in this millennial age, many people tend to get depressed and anxious with many minute things, be it exams or placements or any other things, and they tend to lose hope immediately. So you have been into different positions, you have served in the army, you have been serving as a different parts of different organizations.
Correct.
And finally at Great Lakes.
Yep.
So according to you, what should be that one thing that everyone should keep in mind?
See, the thing is, the stress is inevitable.
Right.
And as the world moving into the new technological age, compared to the time when I studied as a student, I never knew the word even stress. Actually, when I went to US and did what is called as a MSc Viva was the exam, where there is a grilling time. And everybody said, "Are you stressed?" I said, "Why should I be stressed?" Well, they were going for the thesis defense exam. Yes, thesis defense, it is another exam.
Right.
So the question is, that was the time, but tremendous amount of intense competition. Every country is going to move in the open economy world, and who dominates, and the question of survival of the fittest comes. So that is what created the stress. And everybody says, if you do not get a 3.5 average score on a 4 scale, you will not go to McKinsey. All right? McKinsey, so what? If it is not McKinsey, there is another chimpanzee available. So I will go there. So the question is, you have to think, I am cut for something super. I am made for not just another job. I am not made for just some thing just which looks at only the grades. I am the best problem-solving guy. I can create new things. I can construct new ideas. I can change the world even. So, and if you put all your eggs that my grades are essential because I can get to an interview only this, and in that grades, I have to make the grades, and unfortunately or fortunately, rest of the class is brilliant, and I will be, even on a comparative basis, I will be below median, then let me cheat. Let me try to get the higher thing. And while you are cheating, you are also caught. So why the heck you have to cheat? So the current system that we are following is good for only a few people who are very good in exam taking and who are very good in cramming up, but who do not probably know how to come up with a new problem that is burning in India, etc. Now, if you really think, all right, if this job is not there, or if this company is not going to interview me, I am going to make a major difference. Many people, like even Bill Gates or Michael Dell did not even finish his degree. He finished only 2 years in Texas, Austin. Bill Gates is a flop. All right, there are so many people who are not so great, but suddenly they shot up because their time has come. Right. So if you have the faith in yourself and trust, if you don't have faith, why should somebody else have trust in you? So if you are all the time think, I have to make this cut off, I have to get the A grade, then that pressure alone will not get you the A grade. I want to use the bad word, the 4-letter word. You have to say, what the heck, instead of the other one. I don't care, I am going to succeed. I came from a very good family. I have values, I can solve the problem. I may not get the highest score, but I got into the Great Lakes. And I am not a dummy, right? But I may not be in the top quartile or may not be in the top half. So what? There is a job available for me. There is a job which I am going to excel. My start line may not be great, but my finish line, I will beat all the guys. Beethoven cannot even is blind and also partly dumb, but he wrote the best symphony. So it doesn't matter what you don't have. What matters is what you do with what you have. And everybody wants to be a squirrel. Why not you be a Hanuman? So go to the guy and tell them, I'm going to take the toughest job you have, which nobody wants to do it. Because you are a problem-solving guy. You are a different guy. You are not the son of the cookie-cutter guy who knows how to cram, who knows how to get the A grade, who knows get the 3.9 average, summa cum laude. Summa cum laude is not at all a cum laude at all. So the question is, how do you do it? I think if you have faith in you and you have trust in you, and then only one more point. Even if you are taking the exam, you know everything, you have worked hard. And suddenly the first question, the teacher is a sadist. He gave a tough question. You read the first question, your brain goes off. So you know everything. The moment you get out of the hall, you know everything. But during the hall and after seeing the damn question, you are berserk. So how do I do that? Don't study anything for the previous 3 hours. Have a nice glass of orange juice with some sugar. Have some good sleep. Then your brain is there. And also have a don't care attitude. Right? And or read the last question first. Don't read the first question. Because the first question, if it puts you off, then you cannot even read the remaining question, leave alone the answers.
Right.
So you have to think how to control stress, how to modify that. And nothing, you are a successful guy, otherwise you won't be in Great Lakes. Right. The question is, now you are in Lakes and you are admitted, that means you may not be relatively not so good, but you are good or you are great. The guy who makes the highest exam may be called A, he is average. You may be a D, you are distinct. So why not you call D is distinct, B is bad, C is cute, A is average. That's it. It's all in your mind. Have the faith in you and your parents and your teachers. You are going to do very well.
Thank you, Uncle, for that wonderful insight.
Yep.
So, friends, faith is the main ingredient in keeping yourself motivated throughout. So, one last question. Since you have transformed from so many different fields and you have been into so many different shoes, from being an army personnel to a professor to a chair of Great Lakes Institute of Management, what according to you is the one main ingredient that a person should keep in mind while going through this transformation? And adding to that, what according to you is the main ingredient that a person who is pursuing MBA from colleges like Great Lakes should keep in mind?
Ankur, first of all, to the entire audience of your channel, let me wish you and the viewers of the channel a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And of course, a Happy New Year to follow. A value-added New Year with activity-filled holidays. Anyway, yes, it is very, very important. The most important thing, even compared to my days, where the rate of change was sort of manageable. Now the rate of change, that is the second degree acceleration type, is so vast, especially due to the oncoming technology revolution. Even though, this artificial intelligence was discovered, whatnot, maybe 30 years back. But it took only now to blossom and mushroom. So the reason that is the 1995 internet revolution and the IT revolution. And then in the 2015 on, the whole new ball game of Industrial Revolution 4.0 came. So these revolutions are far superior and more impacting and a short window compared to agricultural revolution or industrial revolution of the previous century. So the beauty right now is even a kid with about 6 years or less age is mastering the laptop or any such devices. Right. And they are using these fingers. Unfortunately, they are not doing the exercise, so they are having some problems. But at the same time, the brain is developed faster, the body is not developed that much. And that is the world an MBA or anybody is living in, including me. Believe it or not, at the age 82 right now, I have no idea of blockchain 2 years back. Now I gave a big one-day conference on blockchain and the newer things to the strategy partners of Accenture last year in Bangalore, and they couldn't believe how a guy at 80 plus is able to, and these fellows are working on that for 5 years. In less than 2 years, made so much to make them understand the new things that they have not even thought of or understood that. So I really think uncertainties are inevitable, planning is paramount. So therefore, take advantage of the internet, that is number one, because that is going to be there for a long time. Right. Then take advantage of Coursera type of courses that are available free beyond your MBA. Even after a fantastic class in an MBA, make sure you can see what the MIT guy, for example, I am going to teach mergers and acquisition for your guys. Okay, a little bit of, but in less than 3 hours. But it is not a 3-hour material. It is a 30-hour material. Now the best guy is Aswath Damodaran, has written a book. So that guy's entire class materials, everything from NYU Stern or the entire courseware of MIT are all available free. Right? So never stop, I have mastered this, because nobody masters anything. And by the time you master, the whole subject is out, obsolete. So the rate at which the change happens, the only right thing to do is continuous and significant learning, not necessarily from a classroom or a brick and mortar. Tremendous amount of information coming free from everything. Stanford materials, Harvard materials. Harvard is not trying to do that. MIT materials, Kellogg material, everything is all there available. So you may not be a student. The only time when you have to pay money is when you want a diploma or a degree or an evaluation by them. But this internet is completely available. Similarly, many of the software in the systems are also free. So you have to keep thinking of, in addition to learning and be current, and not only current, one step ahead, to stay where you are. It is not enough to jog, not enough to run, but to sprint, to stay where you are. Because the other guys are sprinting even faster. So therefore, unfortunately, you are given the pressure of doing that. And in addition to that, always think about, can I have a second career? The second career will be, when you go to the second career, then again a second career, right? So if you think like that, then one of the things which is absolutely important is to work for yourself. In addition to having a job also, right? It can be in your spouse's name, it can be in your son's name. You create a company, entrepreneurship. So think all the time, can there be a time when I can do what I am doing for somebody else, for myself? So that your time, your family time, your values, nobody can be blamed, only you. So have the faith in you that you can create wonders. Nobody is cut for a type of a fixed job, 8 to 5 or something like that. 8 to 5 is gone already. Alright, so it is not 24 hours, at least 20 hours work is there. And assume that you have worked for somebody for 8 hours, but you are working for yourself another 8 hours. So 16 hours, still 8 hours is for there to sleep, do whatever you want. Never slacken, because it is a question of not survival of the fittest, but the money value of time. Can I be a first mover in doing something new, and by the time I am completely established, 10 to 15 people are going to copy and they are going to outsmart. But I will think about the next level. So always ask not the best practices, next practices. Best practices in addition to next practices. Alright, not next practices in lieu of. Best practices you have to know. That is only today. But next practices, you make it. Because you are the one. So as I said in this place, 4 sites are there. And as following Swami Vivekananda, awake with your insight. Because the insights are there. And that is only one yourself, nobody else. Then explore and exploit or arise with your hindsight. What worked, what did not work, why? That is the hindsight, awake. These two he said that. Now add it up, and then the third one is avoid any oversight, and therefore achieve and astonish the world with your foresight. And that's exactly what continuous improvement, continuous learning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful learnings. I am pretty sure our viewers and definitely I am going to learn a lot from these learnings. Viewers, thank you so much for listening. I hope you have gained so much of learning from this wonderful experience of Padma Shri awardee Dr. Bala V Balachandran. From a toast to remember and from myself, sir, we wish you all the very best health in a new year. Thank you so much for coming on our channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. God bless you all. Again, wish you a very, very happy new year. Value added, definitely. And also happy holidays. See you soon.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.